Hey everybody, it's Where to Fish, and I just want to make this video and just get something off my chest today. So I will be fishing today, and I just want to talk to you guys about, um, so you guys seen that I made a lot of videos and I came back to YouTube, started fishing and sharing all these cool places to fish. But yeah, I just want to talk about being unemployed. It's not something people tend to talk about these days. And I've been unemployed for almost a whole year. And it is tough not being able to find a job. And yeah, it puts a huge toll on your mental health. It can be stressful just thinking about, like, what do I do if I can't provide for my family? Like, what do I do if I can't, just pay the bills and everything? It is stressful, right? And that is something that I feel everyone's going through in life. Is everyone has their struggles, right? So, and I just want to let people know that, fishing has helped me a lot with my mental health, and it just gives me a purpose every day to wake up and have a plan for the day, have a destination to go to. And it is tough, like, staring at this computer screen every day, looking at the different job boards and applying for everything, throwing your resume out there. And I think at this point, it's almost as if it's all about survival at this point right now. You can't get picky with the jobs that you apply for, and it is the reality, right? So let's go ahead and just gonna get my rod set up for you guys. So we're gonna start fishing, and just want to quickly show you guys. 1 second here, just gotta get my. I just have my hook stuck in the bag for a second. I'm just gonna quickly take it out. Should be able to wiggle it out. Okay, I got it off, but my line broke, which is okay. I'll retie it. It's not a big deal. But yeah, it's just while I retie this, I'm just gonna keep talking about the struggles of being unemployed, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same spot where the job market is really tough, no matter where you guys are in the world. And I think it's good for your mental health to talk about these things with everyone and share your experience with everyone. Yeah. Hi, good morning. Yeah. So, yep. That's the unemployed life. Yeah. That's the unemployed life. Right? So, it's just something just to keep me busy, right? Yeah. All right. Have a good day. I don't know. That's what I'll find out. Yeah. All right. Have a good day, sir. Yeah. So, someone's questioning, are there fish in the morning? Yeah, I feel like there's fish any time of the day, to be honest. And I think maybe certain times might be harder, and some certain times would be easier. Like, there is sort of like a chemistry when it comes to fishing, or a science. They most likely feed probably in the morning and the evening, just like humans, right? We have breakfast, we have lunch, we have our dinner. So I'm pretty sure the fish are the same way as well, right? Or similar, but not exactly to the T of the time. And also affects the weather, also affects their feeding as well. So anyways, going back to being unemployed, it's quite an experience. Like, I've never been unemployed for all my life. This is like my first time, and usually whenever I apply for jobs, I would just get the job, right? And but this time is different, right? It's the market is like really tough, and so I'm just gonna find another spot here. Yeah, the market is really tough out there, and I don't want to say like I'm overqualified or anything. I do have a lot of experience, but it's just really um how do I say this? It just feels really strange, like is there something wrong with me, or is it the market, right? So anyways, going back to, the whole point of like me talking about this is that, like, fishing has helped me a lot. I I feel so I I feel so peaceful when it comes to being beside of water, right? And the thing that makes me feel relaxed and just, like, just be just escape the realities of the world. It just gives me time to reflect, right? And sorry, give me a second here. I'm just gonna set up this rod quickly here. It's just my line is just a little bit out of place here. Just gonna sit down here a bit, and then yeah. So it's it's just relaxing to me. Like, that's what it is, right? And something about just being out in nature, hearing the birds, the water, the waves of the water, the wind. It's just amazing, guys. Like, and another thing about fishing is that it helps you focus, right? So like what I'm doing right now, I'm just like really focused on getting this line into all these into these the rod eyelets, and just feeding it through. So it just requires a lot of focus and attention. And what that helps with is, um, sometimes your mind wanders off a lot. You think about so many things that you can't control. You can't, like, for example, like, you can't control if you would get a job or not, right? It just depends on how the employer sees your application. And yeah, I'm just gonna fix this little jig. So today I'm just using this minnow jig here on this new jig head I randomly bought from the fishing store, and it has like a weed guard there. So I'm just gonna try something different today, and I'm going to quickly just tie this here. Yeah, so bear with me for a second, guys. I'm gonna tie this so I can start casting out. And yeah, it like, this fishing just makes me relaxed and focused, right? And you can't control what happens in life, um, and at the same time you can't expect to have everything come to you if you don't do anything as well, right? So okay, I'm just gonna quickly snip this off, and then I'm gonna start casting out. So yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna catch anything today, but that's just fishing, right? It's not catching. And I feel like, in a strange way, that's almost feels like how it's like being unemployed right now. And when you cast, it's like you're applying for all these jobs and hoping you'll land a big one, right? And if you catch something on your line and it gets shaken off, it's almost as if, like, you you got an interview, but you're so close to landing that job but didn't land it, right? So it's almost like a metaphor, right? Like, it's fishing is just, you can relate it in so many different ways. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a few casts and then just see what it's like. And yeah, like this, I love this setup, and I did use it before, and I was able to cast really far with it. Look how far I'm able to cast. That is like a good, I would say, like 50 yards. Yeah, so I'm trying to see if I can catch like bass or big crappie or something. But honestly, if I don't catch anything at all, it's not a big deal. It's just nice to be like out in the water. Yeah, so anyways, like, if you're going through the same, like, situation where you're unemployed, or you feel depressed for some reason, or you have some like health issues and everything, honestly, just being out in nature is like probably the best thing you can do for your mind and body, right? And anyone can learn to fish. And I think I got snagged a little bit. Oh, sorry. It's possible that I might got snagged in the bush. It's like, see, anything is unexpected, right? Like fishing, you can accidentally get snagged, which is not a big deal. I'm just gonna try pulling it. Hopefully, I don't lose it. Okay. So that's a mishap. I didn't expect to lose my bait there, but it is what it is, right? Like sometimes things happen and you can't control it, right? So yeah, that was that's unfortunate that I snagged. I tried my best to pull it, but no luck. So sorry about that, guys. I'll try to be more careful when it comes to casting and stuff like that, because obviously, like when I do the line pull, I basically what happens is that like you're not cutting the line, you're pulling it from the weak end of the what do you call it, of where you tied it, so it minimizes like line that's being left out into the water. So I try my best to fix it as much as I can, right? So I do apologize for that, everyone. And of course my line is tangled, but I'm just going to work at it, right? And just try to fix it, right? So just gonna slowly reel it in here. So I do apologize, everyone, if you know if I'm being distracted by trying to fix the line a bit. So anyways, yeah, fishing is for anyone can pick up fishing. It's nothing hard. You don't really need to spend a lot of money. So if you're obviously unemployed, you can spend maybe, I would say 30 to 50 bucks can get you something decent to start off with. And yeah, it's not that expensive, right? And also at the same time, there's a lot of, if you live in urban settings, there's a lot of shore fishing opportunities, depending where you live in the world and the city you are in. So if you have like a body of water next to you and stuff, consider yourself really lucky, right? So just because like you don't need to drive far or bike far or take public transit. So anyways, I'm just going to quickly put on a new jig head. So I don't know, I use this thing called Lunker Hunt mushroom head jigs. I'm pretty sure it's meant for something else. Maybe it's meant for like a Senko or something, or a different bait, but I just put the minnow on there. It has some weight to it, so I'm able to cast far. And yeah, so let me just go back here and just tie this quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's just me fishing real time, guys. Like I just want you guys to experience what it's like to fish, and just enjoy the weather, the scenery. It's just beautiful, guys. Like I can't. Sorry, 1 second. Just gonna grab my pliers here to cut the line. Yeah, it's just nice being out in nature in general, guys. Whether you go for a walk or a bike ride. But for me, I love fishing. It's something that I grew up with, and it's something that I want to, let my kids experience it and stuff. So yeah, being unemployed has been interesting, and it's been about over almost close to a year since I left my job, and I'm not gonna go into details of what happened, but let's just say that it the it was out of my control and I couldn't do anything about it. So yeah, and I just want to let you guys know that, like, if you know anyone else that's that's like unemployed and stuff like that, you just have to understand that it's very difficult. It's a very difficult situation to be in, um, and sometimes it doesn't help when you have people that are, always nagging you, like, oh, have you found a job yet, or like, oh, have you tried this, have you tried that, um, have you tried networking and stuff like that. It's not that easy, guys. Like, it, oh, that's cool, you got a boat there coming by. But yeah, it's not that easy. So I just want you guys to understand that it's like the job market can be very difficult, and not everyone can um, can find jobs, right? Whether you're very talented or you have a lot of experience. So just, I would cut people some slack, and not, like, keep asking them, oh, have you found a job? Have you found a job yet? And I also found out that, like, when you're unemployed, you will know who your true friends are out there, the people who truly care about you. Because there's going to be times where, maybe some of your friends will go out and then they don't invite you because they know you're unemployed and stuff like that. And that's unfortunate, right? That's just really sad that, you have people out there that want to hang with you because you have money and you have time to spend, or you have what do you call it again? Yeah, you have money and everything, and it's just because I feel like it could be an awkward conversation where, like, everyone is talking about the jobs, and then at, like, maybe over dinner and stuff, just talking about work, and then you're there that don't have a job, so it's kind of awkward, right? So you might not get invited to those events and stuff like that, right? So anyways, you find out who your true friends are when you're unemployed, and then obviously family is going to be there for you to help and support what you're going through. So yeah, it's I don't, like, I hope none of you guys experience what it's like, but at the same time, it's like, it's good to speak out how you feel, right? So yeah, it's an experience, right? And at the same time, I don't feel depressed, right? Because I know it's out of my control, and at the same time, I have something that will keep me busy, which is fishing and my family, and trying to improve my health by exercising, um, and eating healthy. So that's like the perfect time to do all that when you're out of work. And yeah, it's an experience, but at the same time, you never know. It could be a good thing that you're unemployed, and it could be a good way of giving you a chance to do what you love doing. So it could be fishing, it could be baking, it could be painting, art, it could be cycling, just or traveling the world if you have the funds to do that. So yeah, it could be an opportunity to do what you want to do, right? And I feel like this is a great opportunity for me right now of doing what I want to do, which is fishing, right? And at the same time, I want to help people um, with my videos in any certain way, whether it's giving my I don't know, my tips on fishing, um, suggesting places to fish. It could be how to navigate through a new body of water while you're fishing, and at the same time, I can talk about life in general. It could be my life experience, maybe something you can relate to. It could be talking about mental health. It could be talking about being unemployed. Anything that can relate to anyone, right? So it's just something that I feel like it can help everyone, and I don't know, just doing these type of things will get people to get out there and go fish, right? So I'm gonna keep walking along the shoreline here. So anyways, let me just go back to a little bit about fishing. So fishing is not difficult, right? Like, there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube on, how to get started with fishing, what kind of things to buy to get started. And I'm just on this big rock here. And yeah, um, there's a lot of resources out there that you can watch to get started fishing. And if it's not difficult, it's something that you can do with your family, but you have to make sure you guys look into all the regulations of where you guys are. You need a fishing license. Um, and it's not just a solo activity. You can do this with family or friends, go out with a buddy, and then you can find someone who knows how to fish that can teach you in person as well. So anyways, it's not difficult, isn't it? It's not too expensive to get into. Like I said, it's like maybe you can start off with 30 to 50 bucks. You don't need to, and if you're afraid to use worms, you don't have to use worms. You can use artificial bait like what I'm using, right? I'm using a minnow on a jig, and it has like a weedless guard to it, so it doesn't get caught into the weeds at the bottom. And honestly, it's so cool just to cast out there, just hear that line go out, see how far you cast out, just reel it in, right? Because you never know, right? Like something could just bite your lure, and you go feel it at the end of your rod, right? So yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to just talk to you guys about fishing and how it has helped me with my mental health. And I hope you guys find ways to cope with being unemployed or going through tough times and stuff like that. But I can generally say that fishing could be one of those things that you can do to help with that, right? And um, and when you're fishing like this, you're just focused. You just focus on retrieving your lure. You're looking at your line. You're listening to what's around you, and you're not thinking about anything else, right? You're practicing mindfulness, and that's what it really is, right? It's just relaxing and being in the moment, being present, right? So yeah, like every day when I wake up, I have a purpose, right? Like whether if I'm like going grocery shopping, if I'm cleaning or preparing food for the kids for the week, doing laundry, and then also at the same time maybe I can fit in a little bit of fishing there. Like it gives me a destination to go to like every day, right? And it could be a different place, it could be the same place near home. Yeah, like it's this is what I love doing, guys. It is what it is, right? So, and another thing, just to keep in mind when you're fishing, just be respectful with nature, right? Like, try not to cast too close to like wildlife. Try your best, not to get snagged like what happened earlier. I feel bad, but yeah, but I try my best to minimize the damage, like so in terms of like the line, right? So I pulled it so that way the weakest point of the line will break, and most likely the weakest point would be where you tie the line to, right, which is the lure, right? So far I haven't had any bites yet, but I just enjoy casting, and I'm pretty sure in all my other videos you guys are so used to me fishing really close, but now I'm like casting far out just because I have a heavier lure to my setup right now. And then this will allow me to target bigger fish versus smaller fish. So there's different ways of how you can catch fish depending on what you're looking for. For me, I'm looking for bass, and I don't mind pike because last time when I caught that pike in the other video, it was a thrill, right? So I'm open to crappie, I'm open to largemouth bass, I'm open to pike. So whatever fish is like located in your body of water, yeah, you can choose whatever setup it is, like the lure to target those species, right? But look at this, guys. It's so beautiful, right? You got like shore fishing opportunities here. You got this whole lake is surrounded by residential, so this is like an urban setting right now that we're in. And yeah, like right now it's just fishing is just a metaphor for life right now. Like, it's for me right now, like I'm casting it out hoping to catch a big one, almost as if I'm trying to land a job, right? Throwing out my resume out there, casting 100 times to catch a fish, applying 100 times for different jobs, trying to get an interview. So anyways, it's it's funny how nature replicates life in different ways. And yeah, everyone is going to experience it in their own way. I'm lucky enough to be able to do this until I find a job. So I'm gonna keep looking, guys. I'm gonna keep applying, and it's basically survival mode at this point because it's almost been a whole year since I've been unemployed. And some people will call it fun employed because they get to do what they always wanted to do but never had a chance. And I think for me, like I personally just want to fish while I wait for those jobs to for those companies to contact me if I get a job or not, right? So whatever happens, happens, guys. It's life is out of like some things are out of your control. Some things you can do to have a better chance at achieving what you want if you do something about it. Because obviously, if you're not applying for jobs, you're not going to get a job, right? If you're not going out there to the lake and casting out, you're not going to catch fish. So what I highly suggest to everyone is just to get out there, wet your line, whether you catch fish or not. It's just relaxing, guys. So I hope I didn't bore you guys with my talking. And if you guys are watching this video for the first time, like all my videos are like this, where I'm just fishing and talking at the same time and casting out. But man, just throwing that lure out there and just retrieving it, it's fun, even though I'm not catching fish, because right now it's a game of chance right now, right? And so far I haven't had any bites or follows, which is okay. There's a reason why they call it fishing and not catching. So some people have preferred one of those faster paced videos where people just cut to the clip of them catching fish with like a lot of music and stuff like that. For me, it's just more calm and relaxing, guys. Just something chill. You guys can chill on the couch and just watch me fish, and just hear me talk. If you guys want to hear me talk, you can play your video on your phone, and you can watch it from the couch on TV, play on your phone, or if you want to just hear me talk, you can just listen to the audio while you're driving in traffic and stuff like that. So anyways, sorry if I blabber too much, but yeah, my whole point of this whole video is that get out there and fish, because life is out of your control, but you can control your life in terms of what you do and how you can cope with it. And for me, fishing is like a way to help me de-stress, relax, practice mindfulness, and yeah, this is what it's like for me right now. And honestly, like I just want to help people, right? And if I can help relate to someone, at least one person, that's a great thing for me. Like I'm happy, right? And I think naturally I just like helping people. Like if I see a family that's struggling to catch fish, and like I will go up to them and be like, hey, like do you need a hand? Are you new to fishing? Do you need any help catching fish? I can give you some tips, or I can help you set up a setup that would help you catch fish. And yeah, and if there's someone that's fishing by themselves, you don't know what they're going through in life. So it's not good to quickly judge people, because everyone has their own struggles, their own purpose. Maybe someone's going fishing because they're depressed. Maybe someone's going fishing because they just want to catch fish and just just tune out of life, right? And just take a break and just refocus on everything that's happening to them at the moment, right? Because you can't control the future, but you can still have control of the moment, which is what I'm doing right now. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I didn't catch any fish today, but I'm out here in the waters for you guys, and just just getting this off my chest and just explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing and how I have so much time to post all these videos that you guys are watching and come across. So yeah, this is what it's like to be unemployed and fishing, and it helped me so much to get through what I'm going through right now, and it's going to continue to do that until I'm able to find, that job that will help everything in my life. And and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, right? So maybe life has a different path for me. Maybe it's not continue doing what I was doing before in my career, working in a corporate settings, in the office, going to work every single day, taking the train to work, coming home, only to spending maybe a few hours with your family. It's just life, guys. Like, you need a job to pay the bills, to buy food and stuff like that. It's just a necessity, right? Yeah. So, and if you don't like your job, but you still need to pay the bills, unfortunately, you might need to do it just to get by, right? But you still have some time off. When you have time off, go fishing, guys. Go wet a line. You can go by yourself, go out with a buddy, go with your family, take your kids. But yeah, like, everyone's gonna go through the struggles in life, guys, and I hope you guys find a way to get through it. And I just want to share this experience with you guys, and just speak my mind, and just want to get it off my chest for a bit. It just feels good talking about it, right? So anyways, thanks again for watching, guys, and I hope you guys tune in for my other videos that I post later on, and maybe those videos I'll have me catching fish while talking and stuff like that. So anyways, thanks again, guys, and see you in the next one.